What's up, guys? It's Carson here, and welcome back to The Awakening. You can see that right now I'm back in Act 2, and there's a specific reason for that. I want to upgrade my gear in preparation of all of the Act 4 bosses that we still have to encounter. And I was still missing Tora as the last master at level 2. So what I did was I went back to Act 2 and just ran the old fields many times. It's probably 30 plus times just to find her twice, since I had not encountered her before. And by going back to Act 2, I increased my chances to encounter her, since the Act 3 masters are not in the pool. So yeah, I finally found her twice, and my reputation is at level 2 now, which means I can eventually invite her to the hideout and get her workbench. And the workbench will allow me to craft movement speed on a pair of boots that I'm looking after, and that I want to put on as well to kind of get better gear on my character. I have 2 more items that I want to exchange. One of them is actually the chest piece. So I want to get rid of Ashrend, since I think that at this point it's not that good anymore. So I want to use this one here instead of Ashrend, because it has a lot more resistance on it. I think those are the boots. Yeah, they have a nice life roll and fire resist, so I just need movement speed. I hope I can still get movement speed on there, because it already has a lot of attributes on it. And then I will probably use either one of those, so either a life roll and cold resist on the gloves, or 2 resistances. It really depends on what I need afterwards, after I put on the other things. But as you can see, I still need 10 dexterity. I'm at 98, and I need 99. So what I need is a level upgrade. Whoa, wait. Why? Oh, okay. I do remember. This looks super weird. So let's put this one out of here. Another thing that I wanted to do in this episode is roll some flasks, because I do want decent flasks for the boss fights. And I saved up some Sacred Life flasks. I already exchanged the mana flasks. On one of them I have removed shock. The mana flasks are not that important to me, so I'm just going to go with the life. Reduced amount recovered. Freeze. I don't necessarily need that. Immunity to shock. I'm looking for bleeding. Yeah, okay, this is good. I definitely need the bleed. Removes freeze, charge recovery. Okay, I'm going to use those 2. And we'll just put these down again. And this can be destroyed. I think there was one more thing. Oh, well, I went to the Crystal Veins, and I got rid of the first quest item that was dropped by King Kong. So remember to go to Diola and give her the first eye that you acquired. And then don't forget to go to Tsuni, because I forgot it after the Crystal Veins, to get your Book of Skill. And that skill point we will put right here, because I need the 10 dexterity to exchange my gear. And we will eventually go down this path and down here into the bravery. So we're just preemptively taking the 10. And now I will probably play around with my resistances a bit, just to figure out how I can do this best. So this was actually really easy to figure out. The only thing that I did exchange so far was the chest piece, and I'm already at 62, 90, 92. So I'm overcapped on cold and lightning, and I only need a tiny bit more fire. And I think the chest piece actually looks really cool. Definitely better than Ashrend. So the last piece that we want to exchange to get our defenses up is we want to get rid of those and put on these gauntlets here with fire and lightning resist. And one thing that we can do is we can upgrade them even more on the armor bench or armorer's bench. If you put an item in with already a couple of attributes on it, it will show you what you can still put on it. So some of the things are highlighted and some are red. And the red ones you can't do anymore. So strength, dexterity, I think strength and dexterity are what is it, prefix, suffix? I think they should be suffixes. So that means I already have 3 suffixes on the item, and I can only get prefixes anymore. So I could get plus to armor, evasion rating, or energy shield. I cannot get another resistance because I already have 2 and strength. So those are the 3 suffixes, and I have 1 prefix with the fire damage. And the important one for us right now is I can still get life on here. And so I can get the 45 or 54 to 45 life on this item for 10 alterations, which I definitely want to do. So let's craft it, see what we get. We get the max roll. Oh, that is sweet. That's awesome. So this item is actually really nice right now, and we will probably use that for a while, since we will have some more issues with resistances once we get into cruel difficulty. So right now you can see I am easily overmaxed on all resistances. My life total is 1,400, a bit more than that. So I'm definitely good to go. I think I did all of the missions. Oh yeah, one more thing. I did do the daily mission again. Well, at least I attempted it. And then I went with the /abandon daily to abandon it, because I can't do it right now. I have to be in cruel for a level 4 mission. But what happened is the items were reset, and I now have at least a decent ring on here that I can buy and try to roll, which would lower my mana cost and make it way easier for me to sustain Incinerate right now. So let's buy this. And what we want to do is we want to use an augment on it, see what we get. That's a terrible augment, but I'm probably still going to use it. Let me see what for. I have a lot of lightning resist. I could get rid of any of them, but I think I can... No, I shouldn't go for the cold, honestly, because the next area that we go into will be mainly cold damage. So for now, I'll get rid of this. I will lose a bunch of resistance, but doesn't really do much for me because I'm maxed on all of them anyway. So now I have my -6 to mana cost, and if I look at my Incinerate right now, mana cost is 1. So let's look at this. Yeah, I have no problems in terms of mana anymore. I could even... Where do I have my anger? Okay, I have my golem here, I have decoy. Let's get rid of the decoy and get anger up front. And let's put on anger, which increases my... Let's see that again. Okay, I have 591. And if I put on anger, I have 693. And I still don't have any problems with mana. Alright, yeah, let's go for this. The mana regen is not that great, but that's why I have flasks. So we're good to go. I think this should be good enough for the fights that are upcoming right now. And this was definitely enough talking. We're already 10 minutes in, so let's go back into the crystal veins. We finished the left-hand side, And now we're going right-hand side into the second dream. Once my computer decides to load, here we go. And this one is the Daresso's dream. And in here, as I already said, most damage is cold damage. The boss is cold damage. Before that, you have all different kinds of damage. And this area, I think, is really, really cool, but also somewhat dangerous. Oh, there's a... Hello. Whoa. Okay, so apparently there's bleed here. I still want to get that guy. Alright. So you can see I have bleed on me. If I continue to run, I'll die. So let's not do that. And we got a bunch of gear here. That's super nice. Okay. Oh, is there another one? Oh, he's already gone. Damn. Yeah, I thought there might be another ghost or tormented soul. I was not sure. So this area is basically a battleground, or it's like an arena in a sense, or the arena is the second zone, but this is kind of like an arena as well. And you can see that there's a once you go into this area in front of me, the doors will close, and then you will get waves of monsters, and you have to fight them. And only if you can kill all of them, you can go on. So I'll show you what that looks like. All right. So all of these guys will come out, and then that was the first wave. Now you get blue mobs with extra damage, which makes it a bit trickier. Definitely make sure that you always have your... Let's cast him again, this guy up, because he will not necessarily do much damage, but he will make sure that you're not focused that hard. Because if all of those guys would focus you, you have a really, really hard time here. When I played Act 4 the first time, I think this for me was the hardest area, because you are trapped, and you have to fight the waves and hope that you have enough. And I do believe, I might have to try this. I do believe that it might even be that if you run out of flasks and you use a portal, that you have to redo it, so that when you come back in, it doesn't count. So you have to do it without a portal, as far as I remember. So let's just go through here. These guys are really easy. And we will get at least 2 or 3 more of those fighting pits, where we will be trapped, and we will have to fight all of the different mobs coming out of the gates. There should be another one here. So the roosted demons, you can see, use Viper Strike, so they will put a damage over time on you. In general, the mobs in here are not that hard. The unique, or the uniques, plural, in here can be tricky if you don't know how to really approach them, or how to make sure that they don't deal too much damage to you. But we'll talk about it when we see them. Okay, we haven't seen one of the pits in a long while. Extra cold damage, no problem. Those guys are super easy. Alright. This... oh, chromatic, okay. Here we go. Okay, so here we have another pit. Now, I want to get him as healthy as possible so he can tank all the damage, which he's not that good at. Oh, this is even the last one. Okay, we have Barcool here. He's like the boss of the area, you could say. I don't think he's really hard, because while my guy is tanking everything, I can just kill him. And now we still have some mobs here that we have to kill, so it is still a pit. There's no exit right now. We just have to wait until all those mobs come out and then kill them one by one. But once you got the big guy down, it's not a big issue anymore. Yeah, so you can see this is actually super easy. And apparently that was the last... those are the last ones we had to fight? Or... where's the exit? Oh, it's right here. Okay, I'm just going back to town for a sec. I did go back a bit, just because I wanted to show you guys the rare mobs in the area. The two bosses, basically. And they're right here. Come on. I want to just get one of them out. Not necessarily both at the same time, so I can fight them and still explain to you guys what they do. So Steel Shaw has... come on. He's shy. He has some sort of a charge attack. This one. And you can see on my... it puts a bleed down. So if this charge hits you... come on. Put that bleed on me. I already have immunity to Bleeding Flask, but you can see I have a puncture, and it's relatively dangerous. You can see how much life that actually cost me. So if he charges towards you, make sure that either you have a flask to stop the bleeding, or what you can also do, obviously, is don't run away and just chug a potion. Now, the second guy here is Eye Pecker, and he uses totems. So he's this normal... there's not... I don't know. I don't really know what they were thinking. Oh, okay. I had to have a look at this first. So he's the normal ranged mob, but his totems will deal poison damage. So they will fire... I think it is Poison Arrow. And apparently he's firing Poison Arrow as well. So if you stand in the Poison Arrow cloud, you will get damaged over time. I would say he's definitely weaker than the other one and not as dangerous, because I just don't like bleed. I'm not a fan of bleed. I die to bleed in this game a lot of times. So I just wanted to show those two to you. So we are back at the last pit. And after you fought the main boss of the area, you just go through here and you find the entrance to the Grand Arena. And this is where the games begin. So the Daresso is all about fighting pits. It's like a Roman style Colosseum type games where monsters and gladiators are pitted against you. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So welcome to the Great Arena. I'll just get rid of my stuff. Okay. So here we have a bunch of statues again that you can potentially fight. Oh wow, that's actually pretty nice drops. I won't fight them. I'm just going into the arena right away, and you can already see that, you know, this is like a Colosseum. So here you just wanna... the first one is relatively easy. It just has these guys with charge. Just try to avoid the charges, and then you're pretty much okay. Revive your golem once he goes down, because he will mainly tank all the damage. And that's... I think that's what he's supposed to. Yeah, I can pretty much face tank everything here right now. So let's pick up the flasks. I'll get the wand. Okay. And keep in mind that in most of these arenas, there's ideally you don't want to move all around the arena right at the start, because then you will draw all of the monsters and you have to fight them all at once, which generally is not a good idea. So go to one group, kill the group, and then keep on going. And also keep in mind that where's the exit here? Oh. You don't have to fight all of the monsters in the arena either. As soon as you find the exit to the next zone, you can just go in. Is this it? No. Well, if you find it, and I seem to be pretty bad at finding it, so I think it has to be up here then. Yeah, but the start of this is not hard. What the? Where's the exit? It's usually here. So I do not understand. Did I miss something? Or, oh, I see. It could be that I chose the wrong exit. So if you happen to go into this dead end, you probably have to go back all the way here, run towards the other side. I'm not sure if it's random which side is the best, or maybe I just chose the wrong one this time. So I assume that this arena now is the one that I have to go into. We'll find out shortly. So, and what I said earlier obviously counts here as well. You have stuff coming out here as well, but you can just go to the door and go out. So you don't have to fight him. And here again, let's just take the left turn part again, because it was the right one last time. You can go straight through into the next arena. Just gonna go towards the side here. I actually drew a bunch of mobs, but I should be fine. Yeah, I'm super tanky. Let's put my guy up. And here we go. Okay. Beautiful. I'll take the fetish. And we can just run around. We can just disregard all of them. So if you want to go through here really, really fast, just disregard all of them. Just go into the next passageway. And this seems to be the last arena before the actual boss, before the Daresso upcoming. And in here, yeah, you have some boss monsters. So you have to be a bit more careful here. This guy has Cyclone. He deals decent damage, definitely. Where's my... Come on. Come back up. I want you in my fight. And I think... Was it him who... no. What's this? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening? Okay. And I'm even lagging. So, not too cool right now. So this guy summons, apparently. Let's get this guy down. And what's this guy doing? He's throwing traps. And he's using poison arrow. Oh, that's probably why I got so much damage on me. Because I was standing in the poison cloud. Okay. Wow, everything leveled. And I do want everything to level. Beautiful. My damage is quite a bit higher now as well. I probably have to go back to town. Before we go back in, we want to do one thing. I did find this wand, and it has the perfect 3-link. I was talking about this in a previous episode. If you find the blue, blue, red for your 3-link, it doesn't really matter what's on it, like the 16% spell damage. It doesn't really matter. If you have it and it is blue, put it in with an alteration and a ruby ring, and you will get your fire gem socket, and that's perfect. So we'll accept that, and so we get it back. It even increased the implicit spell damage, so that's interesting. I didn't know about that. And that means we can now use an augment on it, see what we get. Some chaos resist. That's actually really cool. And now we have our 3-link. We have Incinerate, Faster Cast. We'll put Flammability instead of Ice Nova. And now we can get Fire Pen up in the front here and get rid of this one. And now we have 637. You don't necessarily see the damage increase on your tooltip, but the Fire Pen works anyway. It makes it so that 22% of fire resistance of any enemy that you fight against is penetrated. So trust me, you will see a damage increase. You will not necessarily see it in the tooltip though. What are we doing next here? We have two options. We can go down here into Born to Fight and then get some more life with Heart of the Warrior. Or we can go down here, it's a bit longer, and then get Bravery. I think we're going down this road because we need extra dexterity. So on our way down there we can get it. So let's just try it on these guys. Yeah, you can see they're melting. Oh, the only issue now is, oh, this costs 5 mana again. Okay, so I might have to get rid of Anger. Let's get out of here first. It's the last passageway. And we should fight Comb in the next arena. Oh, hello. No, I want to get this guy. Without dying, ideally. Okay. Yeah, I think I have to get rid of Anger. How much? It's not too bad. And now I have... Yeah, I have plenty of room. So let's just pick this stuff up. And we should have the boss fight right out here. Yeah, the Ring of Blades. So let's get our guy back up. And this fight, I still don't know what exactly what he does. Like, he has a bunch of attacks. So he's kind of teleporting around. Be sure to not stand in the blades. That's like the most important thing. And then he has some kind of Reeve attack when he goes like this. And he will create this ring of copies of him, like ice copies of himself. And if you stand in the middle of the ring, they will deal damage to you, like every single one. So it's a pretty cool fight. Whoa, okay, I was on top of blades. It's a pretty cool fight, to be honest. It's hard to keep track of everything. Yeah, and I'm on top of... Whoa. You can see he deals high amounts of damage. I'm just getting my body up again. I'm on top of blades. Yeah, I'm not really using my flasks too well either. So it has a lot to do with moving around, ideally. Trying to not let him deal too much damage to you and get out of this. I should try and use more Flame Dash just to be quicker out of his way, because his attacks are usually very fast, so you need a relatively quick reaction time to dodge him. But you can see I'm slowly whittling him down, but keep in mind that this is normal difficulty. So the fight will be quite a bit harder on Cruel or on Merciless. Okay, I lost my guy. Just gonna put him back up. Yes, I get extra damage, but so he can tank. That's my main reason for it. Alright, and Daresso... Whoa, this deals a bunch of damage. He should be down. Here we go. So we got him down. It's all about moving around kiting, which is not easy with Incinerate as your main damage source. So that's why I think this fight is a bit harder. And if you're just standing around, you will die against him, because I think his peak damage is really, really high. Alright, so this was the second part of the quest that we got from Diala. The King of Fury was Comb, and the King of Desire was, what's his face, Daresso. And now we just have to go back to Diala, and then we can keep on going with the storyline. But for now, for this episode, we'll end it here. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. We made it halfway through Act 4, I guess. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys for the next episode.